Hi, boys and girls. And this week we are going to be focusing on fiction stories. And specifically, we're going to be going back into how to retell fiction stories. So, if you remember, a week or two ago, we learned about giving a five-finger retell. And when you retell a story, you start off by telling about the characters, the setting, the problem, and then the events of the story. So, what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end? And then finally, how did the problem get solved? That's the solution. Although it's not on this chart, I also pointed to the palm of my hand, and we said that sometimes good readers will also think about the heart of the story. What's the message that the author was trying to share with us? Sometimes they'll have a character in the story learn a lesson, and maybe it's something that we could learn from too. So be thinking about what the heart of the story, the heart of the message could be when we're reading today. So I have a story I'm going to share with you. So this is your read aloud and our reading work for today. And we're going to think about filling in at least the first part of the page, which on your work page today, it's going to be the characters and the setting. So the story I have, I actually picked it out. Let's see. It's called Billy Brown's Cat by Elizabeth Pulford and illustrated by Daniel J. Brown. You may have read this one. It's in our capstone library. Billy Brown was new in town. I don't like it here, Billy said to his mom. I don't have any friends. I have a friend for you, smiled Mom. Come with me. Mom and Billy went into the kitchen. On the floor was a big brown box. Scratch, scratch. What was inside the box? Is it a puppy? Asked Billy. Mom smiled. Open the lid and find out, she said. Billy opened the lid and peeked inside. He saw a big gray cat. Billy turned to Mom. I don't want a cat, he said. I want a puppy. Purr, purr, said the big gray cat. It jumped out of the box and went over to Billy. Purr, purr. How's Billy feeling? It sounds like he's feeling pretty upset. I think he's probably upset that he moved and upset that he's new and he's not sure if his new home yet, and things just don't seem to be going right for him. Do you think he'll come around and start liking the kitty? I hope so. The big gray cat walked behind Billy all day long. Go away, said Billy. I don't want a cat. I want a puppy. Purr, purr, said the big gray cat. At dinner time, the purring stopped. Where's the big gray cat? Said Billy. I miss the big gray cat. I miss its purr, purr, purr. So Billy looked all around the house for the big gray cat. He looked in every cupboard and under every chair. He looked behind the cushions and under the table. But he didn't find the big gray cat. Uh-oh. Purr, purr, purr. What was that? Said Billy. He looked in his bed. The big gray cat was under his covers, fast asleep. I don't want a puppy, said Billy. I want a cat. The big gray cat slowly opened one eye and purred. So if we're thinking about our story, if we're thinking about the story, we need to think about the characters. And this is the part that you'll be filling in today. Who were the characters in the story? Let's go back and let's see if we can find. Oh, so we have Billy, Mom, and the big gray cat. So I'm just going to snag a picture of this to use on my planner. And let's see. Here we go. So those were the characters in my story. And now I have to think about where it takes place. What was the setting of this story? Was it inside or outside? I'd say it's definitely inside. It's inside Billy's new house. So I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to find a picture of a house. And here we go. And now my work is done. I can push my thinking a little bit and go back and add some labels, which I might do. We have Billy, Mom, and the big gray cat. Let me make that bigger so you could read it. And then I'm going to, whoops, add another one here. And the story takes place at Billy's new house because he's new in town. And my work for today is all set. Tomorrow, when we come back for reading, we're going to stick with the same story and we're going to add what happens at the beginning, middle, and end. But on your sheet, you're just going to be writing in what happens at the very end of the story. Off you go, readers.